Hello, this is Unlimited Splash, where we get better at Magic together through a new draft video every weekday. And today I'm so excited to get to go for a booster box of Avatar, supplementing the play boosters that I won the last time that this was on arenadirect. Now, this is a very balmy format, so we're hoping to open good rares, especially in Azorius. I will say, don't worry too much if you don't know the cards in this format. I will talk through the important things that are going on. So first of all, the Mechanist is a very strong one. When you cast it on creature spell, you make a clue, and then you can turn those clues or other artifacts into 3/1s with flying. Day of Black Sun, love this card. Absolutely love Day of Black Sun. So easy to make this a one-sided board wipe. Azula, also a very strong card. 4/4 for 5 when it enters. They pick a creature they have in play and a creature in their graveyard, and then you get to just play them with mana of any color. And then Momo could be strong in like a very fast flyers deck. The rest of these cards are not really good. Soka like could be good in an artifacts build around, but build around is not a good word in sealed. Zuko is a card you should just absolutely never ever ever play. If you think you should play him, you're probably misreading him. And then Firelord Azula and Firelord Zuko are just like 3-color payoffs that don't really merit playing all of those different colors. All right, so pulls into certain colors. I mean, we have Momo, Compassionate Healer, Jong. So it looks like we have some pretty good aggro white, some good white 3-drops. Glider Staff is really good. Team Avatar, one of the worst designed Magic cards that I've ever played with, but you know what? Okay, it is a powerful one. And then we have some Kyoshi Warriors and a Gather the White Lotus. Looking like our white is actually pretty darn good. First time flyer, Forecasting Fortune Teller, the Mechanist. Wow, our blue is a massive disappointment. There's just basically nothing that I would ever want to play in blue. I mean, there's just basically no cards in blue is the thing. So that's definitely unfortunate because two of our best bombs, Azula and the Mechanist, are in blue. But okay, what about black? So Corrupt Court Official is pretty strong. Then we have Judy, which I like quite a lot. Ozai's Cruelty, I do like. Target player discards 2 cards in black in sealed. 2 Pirate Peddlers, I have played this card before. I mean, in sealed with Judy plus Corrupt Court Official plus Pirate Peddlers, you're starting to get some sacrifice synergies. Foggy Bottom Hunters is actually okay. It's actually okay in sealed. It's just like a way of pushing damage. Sold Out is really good. That's good removal. Canyon Crawler, you've got a Cat Gator, which I don't think you really get to play in sealed. But then we have our Day of Black Sun, so playing black would be really nice. In red, Double Cunning Maneuver, May, Jaded Edge is not very good. Double Union Archers is nice. I mean, that's 3 power for 2 mana. That's always good. Fire Nation Raider, one of the worst commons in the format. Combustion Man, also pretty bad. And Mongoose Lizard. Okay, red is a color that I basically am just going to immediately rule out. And then in green, we've got an Origin of Metal Bending. We've got an Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, a Sabertooth Mountain Lion. Yeah, red and green. I think I'm just immediately uninterested in either red or green. Ooh, double Messenger Hawk. I like that quite a lot to go with our Azula, which I'm very interested in playing. Earth Rumble Wrestlers. I love this card after it won me a box previously. Oh, and double Hermetic Herbalist. Well, I'm almost starting to rethink writing off green, but no, I think that's actually one that you should not be interested in here. And then I'm looking at Fire Nation Warship. This card's actually just straight up good. It looks like, you know, a vehicle that you shouldn't be playing around with. It's actually, I think, just straight up good. And then there is a White Lotus Reinforcements, which if I'm in some allies space would be good. Dali Agents is like not nothing. It's kind of a 2-for-1 in a way. Yeah, and I'd say that's about it. I guess Geyser Leaper is kind of a playable, but yeah, looking at this, like, I mean, honestly, there's just not that much to say, is there? It really looks like my white and my black are just my absolute standouts. So I don't think this needs too much thought. Let's just try to make the best black-white deck that we can, right? Okay, so before it cuts, it looks like this. Some good things about the deck. I mean, I do have like a lot of creatures actually, which with Day of Black Sun, I don't know if that's exactly the best thing, but I like the flyers. So I like Momo. I have Glider Kids, Double Messenger Hawk. So there's some kind of like a little, you know, okay, 4 flying creatures is not really a theme, but I have some evasion going on. There's a nice little discard kind of thing happening here, like with Ozai's Cruelty plus the double Corrupt Court Official. And I think cards like, okay, let's say Jong's Deserters goes nicely with the flyers. And then my removal's like, okay. I mean, Glider, there's the hand aggression against their hand. Then there's also Double Team Avatar is basically removal, kind of. Sold Out is unconditional removal, Glider Staff. And then, of course, Day of Black Sun, which I just have the highest opinion of. Now, an issue right here is the curve, like so many 3-drops and a lot of 4-drops. So I kind of think I might... The Pirate Peddlers are nice with Judy, but I just think in general, like playing these understated 3-drops, it's not really where you want to be. I do think the Bender's water skin is probably important for splashing into Azula and handling. I guess I have some double pips like Canyon Crawler, Dave Black Sun. I'm not sure if I'm playing the Suki. I will cut the Foggy Swamp Hunters. This card is like, the win rate data is like atrocious for it, but it kind of has a place. I just like 3 4s for 4 in sealed in this format, weirdly enough, if they have a little upside. Okay, then there's Wandering Musicians. This is not really a curve out and beat down deck, but I actually think Wandering Musicians and Suki have some nice arguments for it when you're playing triple Kyoshi Warriors and some flyers. Sorry, Azula's actually a 5 drop. Azula does make my mana like very meaningfully worse, but I just think it's worth it. I actually think I do play the Mechanist because I also have a North Pole Gates that I can substitute a Plains for, so then I have 2 islands, North Pole Gates and Rumble Arena, and Bender's Waterskin, so I kind of have 5 ways of making blue pips. That does mean I'm a little bit less aggressive. I really don't want to cut any of my 1 or 2 drops, but maybe I cut like Wandering Musicians. Wow, my 3 drop slot is just looking so clogged up here. Maybe it's yeah, I think Avatar Enthusiast is probably not good. And then what else? Is Team Avatar good? Kind of feels like I might be attacking alone a lot. It kind of just feels good. This guy, I could Swamp Cycle on 2, so that's kind of a 2 drop. You don't want to do that kind of thing too much in this set, but it can be done. I think Glider Kids is good for me. Do I just cut Suki? Kind of feels like the 3 drop slot is a problem, though. Let's focus on that. I like Ozai's Cruelty, Messenger's Hawk. Maybe Bender's Waterskin is just not needed. Like, if I have double Island and a North Pole Gates and a Rumble Arena and a Swamp Cycler, yeah, maybe I just cut the Waterskin. Like, I'm not trying to ramp either, right? It does let me play Day of Black Sun a little bit sooner, for example. And if, yeah, I don't know. My mana requirements are really strong. Maybe I should be playing that Waterskin. Although, I don't know. Like, this guy can always Swamp Cycle away. Azula, I do require double black and a blue for. But do you play a Waterskin just to make your Azula more castable? That does not sound right. And then Day of Black Sun is a really uncastable card, but that's just kind of part of that card. Yeah, I actually think the mana are okay. No, you know what? I'm gonna cut Suki and put in Bender's Waterskin. Actually, Suki goes so nicely with Team Avatar. Maybe I cut 1 Kyoshi Warriors and play Suki. It does cost double white, but if I'm now making my mana better, yeah, I mean, okay, my curve is a problem, but it's really hard to get around that because I just don't think, I mean, I guess I could cut a Team Avatar. Maybe having 2 Team Avatars in your hand is bad. Okay, yeah, let's compromise on that. Let's cut 1 Team Avatar, put in a Kyoshi Warriors, makes the curve just a little bit less clogged on 3 drops, and having, I don't know, like 2 Team Avatars in my opening hand sounds pretty bad, unless I can also get a bunch of creatures. And then this could technically be a 6 drop. Okay, all right, yeah, I think this is the deck. Let's see how it plays out. While we jump into the first game, let me say that if you do want to get better at Magic right along with me every weekday, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel right here on YouTube. Many of the lessons that I'm using to craft my deck today are from this data primer that I did that gives you the information that you need to have the best chance possible of winning a box every single time we have one of these events. And other than that, my bread and butter is drafting and playing these events as much as I can. Every weekday, Monday to Friday, I do post a draft or sealed related video. And the name of the game is all of us getting better at Limited together. So if you would like to get better at Limited right along with me, make sure you are subscribed. All right, game 1, let's go. This is also going to be the only video that I post. I did one right before this and I got mana screwed twice. So I figured it's just not even, it was an 0-2 run where it was just like, this is, there's nothing to watch here. It's not even worth posting. And I don't really want to do more than two investments in some flashback arena direct. So no matter what happens, this is going to be 1 and done. Well, technically 2 and done, but I'm forgetting about that one where I got double mana screwed. No way. I drew both of my islands in my first opener. I mean, okay, technically you get a splash. Sometimes you splash, sometimes you get punished for it, but that's a little bit insulting. I'm drawing both of my islands. Okay, so in this hand, I can put back Kyoshi Warriors. I think, right? I kind of want to keep the removal. Messenger Hawk will just help me draw more generic creatures. And I like having the 2 drop. I think that's important. So let's open with Rumble Arena. Actually, Messenger Hawk. Yeah, Messenger Hawk's going to be castable on 3, and Soul Out's going to be castable on 4. I think I do want to draw Day of Black Sun. My hand looks slow, so I think I'm going to try to... I'm not going to, like, hold back on playing creatures, but that's actually kind of good because it makes it... probably makes them less suspicious that I have a board wipe. And a card like Corrupt Court Official, I don't mind Day of Black Sunning my own Corrupt Court Official down the line because it already gets a card out of their hand. So you already got compensation for that card. Okay, we got rid of a Sabertooth Moose Lion. Well, I had in the Winabox where I won those 2 boxes behind me, I Dave Black Sun to them. My opponent played a Sabertooth Moose Lion, then I sold it out. Then they played another one, I think. Something like that. So this is looking like a familiar pattern. I feel like I've been here before. No attacks. I'm holding back the Pretending Pox Bears by not attacking with my Corrupt Court Official. Wow, 4-color deck. Okay. I hear you. Very interesting. So right now I could only Day of Black Sun for 1 because I'm missing the 2nd black. Well, this is why we're playing Bender's Waterskin, right? Okay, so almost certainly I just want to pop the Clue next turn. Oh, I'll block that all day, every day. Now, technically, Day of Black Sun means that Pretending Pox Bears doesn't make a 1/1. Okay, there's my 2nd black. That's kind of nice. Because it makes everything lose all abilities, so that's an interaction to be aware of. Yeah, I think let's crack and I'll just be attacking. Because the thing is, if they attack... Oh, okay, actually, Bender's Waterskin is quite nice. The thing is that if they attack, I can't block and pop my Clue because it's the 2nd... Well, you've drawn the 2nd card, so their Messenger Hawk can be a 3/2 on their turn. Mine cannot be a 3/2 on their turn. But yeah, now I'm just going to ramp the Waterskin and just play defense after this. I mean, attacking was holding back 1 damage, but it got me 3 damage. Or not attacking would have held back 1 damage, but attacking got me 3 damage off of them. Okay, Hermitic Herbalist. All right, so this is a splashy deck. This is a splashy deck. Okay, they're a little bit having land problems, I think. Now, why are they not attacking with Messenger Hawk? That's interesting. Well, I'm just going to play Bender's Waterskin. No reason to play Judy here. And I don't think I'll attack. I can't block their Messenger Hawk, but I can block the 1/1. I think I'm interested in just preserving my life total. So right now I can Dave Flex on for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I can also eventually sacrifice my Waterskin to the altar of Judy to start getting extra Judys. I love this card. Rocky Rebuke onto the Messenger Hawk. They're not playing out a lot of stuff for my board wipe, are they? Looks like they're just going to pop the Clue and get in for 4. If that's what they do, I'm going to give it 1 more turn before I Day of Black Sun. But if they keep being stuck on lands, then I kind of have to... do it sooner or later, because they can just deal 4 to me every turn. So right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They clearly whiffed on finding another land. So if they play a land here and they play a 5-drop, I can board wipe for 5. So this is the last turn when I will just do nothing. They have to be thinking about a board wipe now. No, don't kill my Bender's Waterskin. That would be rude. The problem is now I really am playing dead. And Dave Black Sun as a 2-for-1 is not very good at all. Oh, we'll see what they do. Kyoshi Battle Fan. Okay, well, it's kind of getting a creature. Feels like they know I have a board wipe, if that's how they're playing it. At least they don't have Quench. Oh, they held back the Hermitic Herbalist. Oh, please play a 3-drop. No, they have some instant. I feel like they're on to me. They're just not going to do anything. So let's board wipe for 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, of course, this is not what you want. Oh, they might have Quench because they kept up Hermitic Herbalist. This is not really what you want with Dave Black Sun, and drawing all of these lands was like a major issue for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've drawn technically more lands than cards. But my opponent got stuck on lands, so like you can only wait so long. If I hadn't board wiped there, I was going to take 2, 4, 5, 6 damage, potentially an extra 2 if they pop the Omashu City. So, you know, I was facing a 2-turn clock on the board, so at that point you really kind of just have to go for it. Not much of an option. If my Judy survives, I do get to start surveilling, so that's pretty good. At this point, I have no problem with popping the Bender's Waterskin. I have mana for everything. This is also such a bomby format. You have to keep in mind, like, someone playing a 4-color deck, there's something bomby happening here. And this is base 3 colors. It's not like this Omashu City is touching one of these other colors, so... this is like a proper 4-color deck, it seems. Okay, we're Gliders staffing the Judy. Okay, well, that's perfectly fine. I could imagine much scarier things than what just happened. And by the way, wow, Kyoshi Warriors is a really nice one. That's actually a fantastic card here, because Judy can pop the 1/1. So I like that a lot. A lot. And I'm feeling good about having a sold out to back everything up. Looks like Kyoshi Warriors is not long for this world. No, Kyoshi Battle Fan. Okay, it's the Battle of the Kyoshis. Okay, so do I offer to trade? Yeah, because everything is equipment, so every creature to them is so precious. Yeah, I mean, there's only one card to equip here, the Glider Staff. Really? Oh, so they have a Yip Yip? Well, if they have a Yip Yip, we're going to trade, so... I think I'll just go in with Kyoshi Warriors. I really want to sack the 1/1 to Judy. I'm getting pretty annoyed at the number of lanes I'm drawing. That's really not what I need here. But I guess my opponent also would be justified in getting pretty annoyed at the number of lanes they're drawing in a different way. Origin of Metal Bending, and it becomes indestructible. I don't want to sell it out just because of the clue. Kind of like the idea of having a clue. I mean, this is so greedy, but I think my opponent is in such an awkward spot. If I can just make a lot of Judys. Oh, I'm sorry. It didn't take damage. I'm pretty inexperienced with this set. But basically the idea is like, okay, get that out of my sight. Come on. I mean, look, I know that was very wasteful with resources. Very, very cognizant of that. But the idea is like, look, they seem very stuck. All they've done is just play Kyoshi Battlefan into Kyoshi Battlefan, awkwardly holding up tricks. I don't know how many colors they're technically playing. That could help them get out of their mana doldrums. But it's like, I kind of feel like I just want to put the pressure on. And you know, that would have been a 4/3 flyer essentially. Oh, Kyoshi Warrior is nice. Yeah, this is Suki Kyoshi Warrior. This is better than a Kyoshi Warriors, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go. So first, I'm going to sack the water skin. Right, I don't have anything that I need this for. Right, so pop the water skin. Wow, another land. I mean, we can only control so much in this life, right? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 7 lands, less than a 1 in 3 chance. Well, exactly a 1 in 3 chance that any card in my deck is going to be a land. All right, in with Kyoshi Warriors. Well, that's what Judy is so good at, right? And then play this guy. This is going to give me some nice Judy fodder. And then let's use the Judy. Sack a Judy. Okay, the Mechanist is probably good, right? I think that makes sense to me. And I'll pop a Judy here. All right. Well, we've got plenty of Judys. That's the one thing that I have. I don't know if they play Wanshitong or something, Island Wanshitong, then I'm so punished for spending my sold out. Well, that's a way, I guess, of punishing me for spending the sold out. Actually, not sure how much I care about that. It would have been nice to have some extra 1/1s to sacrifice, but I don't need that. Let's start by attacking with the Kyoshi Warriors. So soon enough, that's not gonna cut it, right? Interesting. Okay. I think I just sack a Judy with the Judy right now. Corrupt Court Official. No, I don't really care about that. I'm not sure what I'm hoping to draw, but that's not it. I guess Azula. Something like that. I don't know. I don't really have other removal spells. I guess a Team Avatar. You know what? I think Team Avatar is like really good in my deck, actually. You know what? It should not have tapped that swamp. That's really annoying of the auto tapper. My bad. My bad, everyone. Okay, put that in the bin. And then sack a Judy. When you cast a non-creature spell, you make a clue. So I have to find a non-creature spell, ideally. All right, that's a non-creature spell. Sure, I'll keep that. That sounds good. Pop this guy. 2 damage and they discard. Yeah, and then I get a clue. And then I can turn that clue into a Judy if I want to. If they put the glider staff on anything, they can block my flying clue. Wow, a mountain. I just worry that they're getting like super unmana screwed at this point. So the idea of doing the Judy before all of this Mechanist stuff, before I like play Ozai's Cruelty, we'll see if Mechanist even survives the turn. But the idea of playing, of activating Judy before I play the non-creature spell is that I know what I'm getting if I pop my clue, so I can make better plans for my turn that way. I also love the design of Ozai's Cruelty. No, don't kill my Mechanist, please. Because it's kind of a reverse Sign in Blood. Like 2 damage to a player and they lose 2 cards instead of you lose 2 life and gain 2 cards. Okay, Aang's Iceberg. What does this do again? You get to exile... that's so annoying. Well, don't exile a Judy. That makes no sense. Oh, they don't want me to have a 3/3? Oh, I definitely, if I were you, would have gotten rid of the Mechanist. So I can sack it to Scry too. Okay, so they're holding back stuff now. All right, so let's start with a Judy activation. Just to plan out my turn a little bit better. The problem is I kind of don't have more removal. Get another land out of here. Holy smokes. I mean, this is... I don't really get tilted by mana that much. I've just played Magic too long for that to really be a big deal for me, but this is getting pretty extreme. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 5 lands left. Okay. I guess I can just do another Judy, right? I'm starting to lose information about what I'm getting from the clue because I can no longer double spell if I Ozai's Cruelty and pop the clue. So maybe I didn't need to do all this Judying. Zhong's Deserters? Yeah. I feel like a lot of my deck at this point is just really bad, unfortunately. I think I kind of want to keep the non-token because, like, otherwise that just makes airbending so good. All right, well, let's shoot this at them. I get to make a clue, and then I'm just going to sack the clue at the end of their turn. That's worth more to me than another card is probably worth more to me than another Judy at this point. 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I actually have 4 lands left. 5, 6, 7. I really want Azula. That's what I want. Get their Earth Kingdom Jailer, get to cast their Earth Kingdom Jailer, get something from their graveyard. Azula would be so bonkers here. Holy cow. Discarding United Front. Discarding it when they can actually cast it. That is terrifying. What is this last card? Wan Shi Tong, Planetarium. They could have waterbended and scryed. I don't know. There's just so much that it could be. Legend of Kyoshi, Legend of Roku. Or not. Yeah. One of the Aangs, any number of Aangs. These are the 4 colors that are the Aang that like draws you a card whenever you do anything, basically. Yeah. Toph. Okay, that's actually much less scary. So your non-token artifacts are lands. And at the beginning of your end step, you get a 2/2. Okay, well, hey, I'm getting 2/2s all the time, so... I guess, unfortunately, that makes Azula massively worse, because I think they can probably just exile a land, and I don't even know what happens then. Oh, interesting. So I could block, but I could make it a flyer, block, and sack is what I can do. All right. Go to blockers, block, and then sacrifice. No trample or anything, so I think that made sense. Yeah, okay. So in retrospect, oh, Team Avatar. In retrospect, I might have spent my removal spell too early. That's very, very, very possible. Another land, how gloriously lovely for me. Now, I will say, do I actually just want to play it? Is playing it, making a massive flyer, better than killing the Earth Kingdom Jailer and getting my Suki back? Probably, right? Probably. I can play it and attack with like a 7/7? I think that's just better than shooting the Earth Kingdom Jailer. The only thing is, yeah, it's good when I start getting flyers. It's not good right now because I can always just block with the Earthbent land. I guess it just does some population control. Okay, actually, first, let's be reasonable and sacrifice a Judy. I love Judy so much. See what I could draw if I pop a clue. That card's probably good. Don't you think? Or do I just want a flyer? Maybe I just want like a messenger hawk at this point. Kind of feel like maybe this card's not relevant because after Team Avatar, every card is really big. Yeah, I'm actually going to go with that's not what I want. All right, I'll do it again. I'll do another Judy. Glider Kids. See, Glider Kids feels way better to me. Just having a bunch of flyers seems really, really good. 1, 2, and a colorless. Actually, there's... Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Just making sure I'm tapping right. Go ahead and play this guy. I get a clue. Yeah, because the clue plus Team Avatar idea depends on the Mechanist surviving to turn the clue into a flying creature. So that's Team Avatar. I cannot pop my clue and also cast Glider Kids this turn. I don't really want to risk the Mechanist in combat, so it just makes sense to attack with the remaining Judy. As a 6/6, they kind of have to chump with the Battle Fan unless they drew something relevant last turn. I'm assuming Toph. I'm assuming that Toph is what they kept off of the after the discard, the Ozai's Cruelty. That's my working assumption. Oh, you bring it back and you get a 1/1. Oh, that's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty. And this is still a land? Oh, okay, good for the opponent. That's a nice little synergy that they found. The Mechanist can also be tricksy with Team Avatar. I can give something +1. So yeah, I'm just assuming that they're working on top decks here. I don't know that, but that's what I'm assuming. So I think I want to attack with the clue this turn, so I don't think I'm going to be attacking with it. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be blocking with it or cracking it. I assume they can attack because they're not going to block with the Earth Kingdom General, but they could Earth Kingdom Jailer, but they could always re-equip the Glider Staff. Nope, it was an Aang at the Crossroads. Okay. So now we're in concession territory because they just had a much better pool than I had. Like United Front, Aang at the Crossroads, Earth Kingdom Jailer. I don't agree probably with playing the Toph unless they have another red rare that justifies that. This card's much below the other ones, but we did not see any cards like United Front, Aang at the Crossroads, Earth Kingdom Jailer. All three of those are top bombs in the format. So I'm feeling like I'm doing what I can. Okay, what is this? What is this attack? That does not make sense to me. Another creature you control leaves the battlefield, you get to flip it. I mean, how do I win? I could have saved my removal. I could have saved... I think if I saved Day of Black Sun, I would have died. I think if I saved this Sold Out, there was a good shot that I would have given up the opportunity to just push lethal. But okay. So they would get to Earthbend 4 every turn. Well... I mean, I want to be attacking for a lot next turn, right? I want to be attacking for a lot. Also, I could have held the Team Avatar or spent it on the Earth Kingdom Jailer, so I could have used my removal more actively, but I just don't think I was in a position. I think I have to let this flip eventually. They also whiffed on it, which is good. But I just don't think I was in a position to be saving my removal is the main point I'm making. Yes, it's a massively bomby format, and yes, my opponent was playing a suspiciously large number of colors, which suggested that they had a ton of bombs. But if I spent the removal, I think I was just going to straight up die. So hard to justify. Okay. Maybe I can just play the glider kids to scry. No, I want to do this first to not give the opponent information. See what I can get. I mean, Azul is bad at this point. Well, this is technically a flyer. It gives me flying redundancy. I don't know. I think I should be playing another team avatar, actually, at the end of the day. Okay, well, let's play the glider kids, because I actually do want to do that before combat. Because it gives me an extra +1 on team avatar. I get to scry. Put a planes on the bottom. 10 cards left. Alright, activate a clue. Attack for 9, I guess. I mean, they can just take it, actually. That's the most insulting thing. Well, in for 9. They also get a creature during their turn. The main question is, can they get flying blockers? That's the question for us. Or can they just push so much damage that it doesn't even matter? I definitely want to keep some Judy's untapped. Whoa, just taking 9, all right. So they're basically saying, I can outrace you. They're saying, like, I have enough resources that I'm just going to beat you fast, is what they're saying. Okay. I think I will tap down this last Judy and sack it. I'm not so afraid of earthbending at this point. Kyoshi Warriors is good because it gives me ground blockers and more value on the team avatar, so I think that's actually worth keeping. Because I'm about to just get raced down on the ground, right? So they do need ground blockers. That's one thing. I feel I definitely should be playing the other team avatar. It would be better than Kyoshi Warriors. I think the curve consideration is not actually important because it doesn't really matter if you play team avatar on turn 3. Yeah, I just wish that I had more removal. I wonder if there's a way to get more removal into this deck. Like a Path to Redemption or something would have been nice. I think I was right not to kill the Earth Kingdom Jailer. But I guess the flying part doesn't actually... No, it does matter because they're earthbending and getting replaceable blockers every turn. This is also why I did not like this format. I mean, I do have Dave Blacksun, Azula, and the Mechanist, so I can't complain too much, but it basically is a format where they're just bombs that absolutely crush. Absolutely crush. And if you don't see them, life becomes pretty difficult. So they do have to block in the air next turn, though, right? That's the good news for me. I think I'm just going to take this. Oh, what? Hold on. I don't think you can do that. What? What am I missing? You don't have lifelink. What am I missing? They can scry. They can draw a card. Are they just not wanting to block in the air? Well, just block these two. They earthbend. I just have lethal on the crackback. What am I missing? Do they have a way of buffing anything? 4/4, no lifelink, no trample. I mean, I don't see the problem here. At your end step, earthbend 2. Well, hey, maybe I'm about to make a legendary mistake on video and we'll all learn from it. Glider staff, you can't re-equip this or anything. Go to 1. You get to... Those come back, you get some allies. What am I missing? What am I missing? End step, earthbend. They're gonna put it onto... I don't quite have lethal because they re-equip the glider staff. What I don't understand is why they didn't re-equip the glider staff a long time ago, right? They could have had multiple flying blockers. So it looks like I'm 1 damage short. I think we play the Kyoshi Warriors first. I'm not sure what I'm digging for. Is Azula part of it? Azula does nothing for me, right? So This 1, 2. I guess 1 black is fine. Play a Kyoshi Warriors. Actually, I'm not even going to pop the 1/1. I'm going to pop the Judy. So the idea is like, can I sack my clue? Okay, there's a Zula, but I don't actually think it does anything. Yeah. I don't know. I was just hoping I could find like some non-creature spell or something. But yeah, we're toast, right? I don't really understand why they left themselves dead to like a removal spell here instead of re-equipping the glider staff a few turns ago, which I think they had the mana to do, and blocking down. So I feel like this lasted longer than it should have. And they're not just one removal spell, but actually even a single Yip Yip, which I don't have in my deck. But they're straight up 1 Yip Yip away from being dead. Glider staff. If I had 1 more mana? Are you kidding me? I mean, if I hadn't done my Judy, I wouldn't even have drawn it, so it's not like activating Judy was a problem. Oh, that's so brutal. 1 mana away from airbending this and just winning. And then they kill me on the crackback easily. Oh, that's so insulting. I mean, they gave me like way more of a chance than they should have. We needed 1 more. Well, maybe you could say I should have kept 1 more of those lands on top and just given into the flood, but that's not coherent. Also because I wouldn't have drawn the glider staff until that moment. Yeah, I think my opponent gave me way more chances than they should have, but our deck was just not up to the challenge of taking those chances. I was also maybe too eager to spend my removal spells. Maybe we just cut the Canyon Crawler. It felt pretty irrelevant. Yeah, pretty disappointing game. 1 more mana, 1 more land, and I would have got there. If I killed the Earth Kingdom Jailer, it wouldn't even have mattered because I just would have re-equipped the glider staff at some point. Way closer than it should have been, but we weren't able to capitalize on the should have been. All right, well, I'll keep this. My opponent's mana base also punished them, but my deck is just not fast enough to take advantage of really big stumbles like that. And my mana base punished me as well. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and play Swamp, play Zhongshang's Deserters. Yeah, I'll also say, and I've been very consistent on this for a long time, Firebending Lesson. Okay, that's fine. I don't like this format. I do not like this format because it's so it really is bomby. I think that draft of Avatar is really good. The bomminess, to my mind, I'll take the second Swamp to play Day of Black Sun. The bomminess is there, but it doesn't matter as much in my opinion because you can just make a deck that has tons of they're having mana problems. You can just make a deck that has tons of like interaction of all sorts of different types because it's also a format with so many like counters, removal spells, combat tricks, board wipes. Like the opportunity for interaction is really there. So in draft, I don't mind the bomminess at all. In sealed, you can just get a pool like the one that I have here, where you just do not have the bombs and you don't really have the interaction. I'm gonna attack with the glider kids to force damage while they're stumbling rather than playing Kyoshi Warriors and trying to get them to chump. So in sealed, it's just like, I don't know. I do think like 2/3 of, or not 2/3, sorry, like 1/3 of pools are just kind of duds. Oh, I blundered because I was talking. I better focus up. Should have played the Messenger Hawk earlier for an extra damage, which actually changes their clock potentially. So that was a blunder for sure. My bad. Okay, I'll focus up. I'll stop complaining. Hopefully my complaining is not just me being annoyed, but also gives you some consolation because what's happening to my opponent, that was me both games of last match. Can't save it by popping the clue. I will note, if I had played that before combat, they would be at 2, and then Ozai's Cruelty would actually be lethal. I will pop the clue here. No reason to save it any longer. So that was definitely a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. And I would have been bailed out if I drew a creature here, but I didn't. So in with this guy, they still can't barrels it. Looks like they might have something here. If they have something, then I feel less bad. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's one of the best cards in the format. All right, well, I'll play Glider Kids, and then maybe I just water skin and don't give them the information about what happens if they take another hit. Oh, I actually think this card's probably quite good for me. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't probably matter that much to them. Losing a card here, losing 2 cards here, because they probably have a lot of cards they can't play anyways. This thing, they're nowhere near transforming. This gives them a blocker, so now maybe I think I still keep attacking with the Glider Kids, but 1 on top, youch. That's unfortunate for me. Okay, so let's go for Fire Nation Warship. Sure, that's a fine way of tapping, I guess. Crew it up to get the extra pump on the Glider Kids. But it doesn't really matter because I assume they're just chumping with their Glider Kids anyways. But yeah, we failed to deliver lethal while they were mana screwed, so that's unfortunate. Unless they don't block here, that would be really amazing. That would be lovely. Okay, so you can sack and give something indestructible. So actually it would have been the same clock whether I attacked with Kyoshi Warriors or not. Because probably Earth Kingdom Protectors is the card that's dying here anyways. All right, gives the Glider Kids indestructible. Pass to the opponent. So this costs straight up 5, not just water bend 5. This thing can flip for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're 1 away from flipping it. Okay, that's worth knowing. I really don't want to be in a position where I have to Day of Black Sun. Although, with Fire Nation Worship to back it up, that could be like a way of pushing. You could imagine a situation where... Oh, wow. What the heck? What is this? That's fine. I don't care about that at all. I was gonna say, so wait, can't I? I really wish I had another creature. You could imagine a situation where I like play creature, crew this up, attack for 6, and Ozai's Cruelty them. Can't get a creature. I can't draw a creature. Deck is full of creatures, can't draw one. So, I really just want to save Ozai's Cruelty to be a surprise. Okay, so here we have a situation where if they play Aang, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, play something for 2, crew the Fire Nation Worship, and get in for 6, and then Ozai's Cruelty is lethal after that. That might be the thing to do. Now they can Barrels of Blasting Jelly to kill my Fire Nation Worship, though, which is pretty unfortunate for me. Seems like they're holding that up. If they keep up 5 mana, then I'm not going to go for the Warship attack. I don't really want to trade the Warship for the Barrels. Okay, down comes a Glider Kids. So then I will attack for sure, but this kind of looks like they have destroy target attacking creature. Another land, not what I want at all. I'll play the Glider Kids first. I could play Kyoshi Warriors because every single card that they have... Actually, this is a good card, right? It's a creature. It doesn't quite crew the Warship, but I think just obliterating their hand when I have a board wipe is probably a strong idea. All right, so let's see if they have destroy target creature, because then I'll just Ozai's Cruelty them and put them in top deck mode. If they have destroy target attacking creature. And the other thing is I could play the Kyoshi Warriors here, because everything else has 3 mana value 3. They're thinking about whether to attack. If they attack, I think I just win. I mean, about whether to block. If they block, I think I just win. Hold on. If they don't block, I think I just win. Okay, they can just airbend it. Okay, now I'll tell you what I'm tempted to do. Day of Black Sun for 3. 1, 2, 3, and then play Kyoshi Warriors. That kind of sounds good, doesn't it? Or, yeah, play Kyoshi Warriors. Let's just do a mostly one-sided board wipe. Actually, I think I play the Fire Nation Warship after that. Then next turn, I'm going to do everything. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can go Kyoshi Warriors plus Ozai's Cruelty is 5 plus Corrupt Court Official is 7. Didn't get my clue because it hasn't died. Now, if they play something totally bonkers, that's my punishment. But I think I'm in a good spot. They can't play something awesome and barrels. So worst case scenario, they have one big bomb. Now, there are some bombs in this format. They already had one of them. There are more. So I could be punished for doing an early Day of Black Sun, but this is looking pretty good. So let's play the Kyoshi Warriors first, I think. Play the Kyoshi Warriors first. Crew up the warship and attack for 6. And then they'll probably just chump with Suki, in which case they're on empty. After I Ozai's Cruelty. Oh, sorry, for 7 because it's a creature. Otherwise, yeah, now I just probably win. I could have forced the chump by playing the Corrupt Court Official first, but okay. We got there. We got there. I guess I timed the board wipe correctly this time. Yeah, and really, really, really like that vehicle that looks so dirtily. Okay, but that was such a slog. I'm wondering if I play like Rabaroo Troop to try to push damage. Cat Gator would have won the game 2 games ago. I could technically play Ruinous Waterbending, not a good card. You know, I guess I could play the Wandering Musicians. Maybe Wandering Musicians over one of the Kyoshi Warriors. What did I just cut? No, I definitely want to play my Sold Out. Yeah, maybe Wandering Musicians is actually like not that bad here. Yeah, maybe a change like that makes sense. Okay, let's try that. All right, on to game 3. Would love to get some gems back. All right, I'll definitely keep this one. 2, 3, 4. That's like, I can hardly hope for that to happen in my deck. So that's pretty awesome. Game 1 is going to haunt me. That's one worth going back and analyzing. The name of the game is Learning. Another 3-color deck. I mean, this is a format where you should probably just play all your bombs and accept the hit to your mana base. Yeah, that game 1 is going to haunt me. 1 land away from winning. Could I have scrapped for 1 more damage? I mean, if I had gotten them lower, though, they wouldn't have done that really risky moment where they just took a ton of damage to the face. All right, I basically never want to see... I would like to see a island. Okay, what does this card do again? Something really dirty. So you can tap an ally... Oh my god, another land. Tap an ally, exile a card from a graveyard. When it attacks, cast an ally from among cards you own exiled. So you can tap an ally to get an ally from your own graveyard and play it, but you can also exile things from my graveyard if that matters, but then you can't play them. Awesome. Okay. All right, no more lands ever again except 1 island, please. And I don't even know if I want to draw the island. Okay, Firebending 1, so you get some ramp. Firelord Zuko. This is a card I'm choosing not to play. We'll see if I'm right not to play it. It just seems to do nothing. So Firebending X for X is its power when you cast a spell from exile. I get it. Wow. They got their rare level synergy already by turn 4 across 3 colors. So they can exile their allies and play them, and also airbending gives them this, so I can't airbend that guy. I mean, I can't airbend the Boiling Rock Rider. I can airbend Firelord Zuko. Okay, well, their Rube Goldberg machine is off to a really nice start. Okay. So I'll probably airbend Firelord. I mean, I have to airbend Firelord Zuko. Otherwise, they get counters on each creature they control. But then I'm just attacking with probably play this, airbend the Zuko, put this on the Corrupt Court Official and attack with everything. Sounds right. Depending on what they play, of course. But that's probably the default plan. Is Zuko attacking me? They have so much firebending. They have firebending 3. I wonder what they can do with that. The thing is... Oh, are you kidding me? Wartime Protesters? Rare, rare, rare. And it's the... If you drew Firelord Zuko without Boiling Rock Rider, it would literally just be a 2/4 for 3 vanilla. Almost literally. But this is just the ultimate beatdown. Like... Rare into rare into rare. All of them are allies. All of them are synergistic with each other, because if I kill this one, you get to recast it. This format sucks. Just don't play this format. Like, I rarely say that. Actually, if you've been watching me play Marvel, you'll know that I've been saying that a little bit recently. I don't say don't play Marvel. I would say I just don't think it's a very good set. I think I play the Compassionate Healer, and I think I do attack with everything, except the Corrupt Artificial. But this format is so prone to variance because of the level of the bombs. I mean, this is just kind of egregious. Like, going turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, rares that synergize with each other in sealed. Okay, with no card selection across 3 colors. This is, okay, another rare. How many rares are in your pool? And it's an ally, and it synergizes with everything else. And it gets a +1/+1 counter. The only thing I can hope at this point is to draw Day of Black Sun. They literally played 100% rares across 3 colors. I'm not someone who really gets tilted or gets too worried about bad beats or whatever, but this is just remarkable. After I got mana screwed twice and get flooded. I don't know, I guess I just dig for Day of Black Sun here. I'm not literally dead next turn. I can scry also for Day of Black Sun, another land. And I got mana screwed twice, and I lost game 1 to by 1 mana off. All right, well, I'm just gonna dig for Day of Black Sun, and we're chumping next turn. That's not Day of Black Sun. I'll re-equip this to make attacks a little bit harder. Wandering Musicians can hold back 3 power creatures. All right, you're obligated to play a rare now. What you should do is play another color, like a forest, and play a rare in green. That's what you should do. Oh, it's just the best uncommon in the format. Attack it. Yeah, that's lethal. This has been less of a, this is a fun, like, Day of Magic, or this is a, like, how to play this set. And more a PSA. Avatar Sealed was not fun. And if it comes back on flashback, I won't play it again. So tomorrow, maybe I'll just do a Marvel draft. But yeah, just don't put your gems into this format. It's just not a good format. I think in terms of sealed, I'm looking at the boxes behind me. Tarkir Sealed was super fun. Foundation Sealed was super fun. Lorwyn Sealed, a little frustrating, but I felt a little powerless a lot of the time in that format, but it was like fine. Ninja Turtle Sealed was like super sweet, actually. I like that one a lot. Marvel Sealed, perfectly fine. I mean, it's bomby, but you know, you just play Azorius and you're gonna be fine. Bloomburrow Sealed, I love Bloomburrow Sealed. And that Secrets of Strixhaven Sealed was an awesome set. That was like probably my favorite. I love Secrets of Strixhaven Sealed. Avatar's the odd one out. So just so you know, I'm not a hater. I actually love Sealed as a format, but don't play Avatar Sealed. And I think here's my pledge. I'm never again going to spend gems on Avatar Sealed. You heard it from me here first. And I think you shouldn't either. All right, so I do try to be relentlessly positive on my channel and have a learner's mindset. But getting mana screwed in the first run of this event, running it back again. The first game was interesting magic. That was interesting magic. I mean, you know, losing by 1 mana, you always have to ask yourself, could I have gotten that extra mana, that extra damage, like 1 extra resource, and it feels like it would have worked out for me. So I'm sure. And I also spent my removal a little bit eagerly. But then this last game was just like 4 rares that synergize with each other across 3 different colors into the best uncommon in the format. And you just have to ask yourself, like, if I played that person 10 times, how many games would I expect to win? And I also drew only lands. I mean, I think I drew maybe like 2 non-lands. So yeah, just don't play this format. It's just systematically not a good format. All right, until tomorrow, have tons of fun playing Magic, and never play Avatar Sealed.